Okay, that looks good. And then we're gonna throw some highlights just in here on these wings. I may take some more time off camera to shade these wings a little bit more. In fact, I know I will. And what I mean by that is, do I have the colors this? Yeah. Processed red, which is really like a hot pink color. Is that the color I want to use? Just a second, guys. Let me see something. Is this dry? Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. But right now, we're just going to put these little highlights in here. There we go. Do I put more than one highlight? Yeah, we'll put more than one highlight in some of these areas. It's so weird for me because so many times I'll go in here and I'll be shading in every single little area. But not on this one, we're not doing that. Now, look how that hat dries. Isn't that hat cool? See how it dries? It dries like all like unevenly. Like, looks like I took the time to shade the dang thing. Isn't that cool? Now, I could take a pencil and go all the way around the edges and do some shading, but I'm not going to for the sake of the time of this video. But I probably will take like a dark purple and do a little bit of shading. I'm trying to feel if that's dry and if I have a purple pencil. I won't shade the whole thing, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. Like right here. Like I'll just do this part here. And I will do some shading on this hat, and I'll do it off of camera. I'll tell you what, using pencil over watercolor, it just has such a good tooth when you do it. I love it. Also, using pencil over acrylic paint is wonderful. Watercolor and acrylic paint gives a nice tooth for pencil. So you can throw your lightest color down with acrylic or watercolor and then shade it with pencil. Kind of the same way I did the face. You know, I used ink, which is kind of like watercolor, and then I shaded it. So see how cool that looks? Just shading with a little purple. But I'm not going to do the whole thing, right? I won't do that right now for the sake of time. Okay, so what we need to do is I'm going to pause you guys. I'm going to cut her out, and then we're going to put her into our background. Okay, so let me pause you guys. Okay, guys, we're back. So I cut my girl out. Here she is. She's so cute. Doesn't she look like a funky little fairy? That's what I call her. And I think we're going to do some writing on here. I'm going to do a... I saw this little quote. It was from a Dollar Tree journal. It says Gypsy Spirit. I thought, oh, how cute would this be to have Gypsy Spirit? So we're probably going to put that on here. Okay. So she's going to fit right down here at the bottom. Okay. So let me first get out a magazine like I always do. Well, I'm going to throw that out. All right, I'm going to throw this down here so we can have a little glue surface like I always do. And we're going to use some Eileen's Tacky. Is this one clogged? This one's clogged. I need to go through my Eileen's Tacky glue bottles and unclog a bunch and like go through them, because I have like all these bottles are like 3/4 used, but there's still some glue on the bottom. The glue doesn't come out very easy at that point, so I just go to a new bottle, but I need to stop doing that. Okay. The path of least resistance. Okay, So let's get this Eileen's Tacky. And Eileen's Tacky is what I love to use the most when this is, I printed this her out onto cardstock. So, and if you want to do something like this, just whatever stamp you have or a magazine figure can be your focal point. So, or if you have stamps of different girls, which most of us do, or if you've gotten any of my digital stamps in the past, I'm not sure if she's in my Etsy shop or not as a digital stamp. She might be. Use just whatever you have. Hey honey, I'm making a video. Alright. Sorry you guys, I had to get a baby wipe out. Get my fingers cleared off. And a paper towel that's clean. I like to kind of go over it with a paper towel like this. A lot of times I actually like to go over it with a baby wipe, but we used those inks, so a baby wipe would, we'd start bleeding everywhere. We'd start bleeding color everywhere. Sorry about that, you guys. This is my iPad. Okay. For some reason, my iPad came on, and it's one of my videos. Isn't that weird? And I wasn't watching. I had it on a video, but it wasn't me. I was watching somebody else. I don't watch myself. That was weird. I don't know why that happened. Anyway. Okay, so I just want to make sure this is down really, really well. And it is. Look how cool she looks. I love it. Isn't she a hippie little funky fairy? I absolutely love it. Okay, let me see if we can, come down a little bit more so you guys can see everything easily. Cool. This is looking really cool. Okay, so we need to finish things up. How much time do we have? Because I want to get it done in this video. We got 20 minutes, so we're good. Okay, so let's put that up there. Hopefully that stays. Messy writing. I need to do some messy writing into here and also trace this lady girl over here. So let's do that with my Jelly Roll pen. So we're going to just really messily trace this girl to kind of bring her out. And I like doing it messy. I learned that from Diane Reed. I learned that from a few people, and it takes the pressure off. Nothing's perfect, and I think it looks good that way. It looks more funky. Okay, now I'm going to do that messy writing that I was talking about. And you guys are like, what are you talking about? So it doesn't really matter what you're going to say. If you don't even have anything to say, you can just make up words. And really make it scratchy and just really funky. I'm just writing positive words right here. Okay. Right now I'm writing Imagine a World of Fairies and Unicorns. Yes, please. I would love that. I'm going to write provide hope, peace, love, create, believe, imagine, and then right here, just some more whatever words. There we go. Isn't that messy writing cool? I don't know. I like it. I think it looks really cool. And it looks like I just wrote some big message or some poem around this whole thing that has some meaning, and it doesn't. I just wrote whatever I wanted to write, and I absolutely love it. Cool, huh? I think it's cool. I learned that from Name, and I think I put her channel below. I think I did it again. Okay, here's her name. I need to make sure I put this right beside me, and I need to put her below this video. I've been talking about her, but I have not put her below the video. This is what her name is. It's Niamn Baly. I learned a lot of good techniques from her, and that was one of the techniques I learned from her, this messy writing, which I really like. Okay, so now we need to do some shading. We're going to use our Stabilo, and we're going to use our Jane Davenport water-soluble crayon. If you don't have either one of these, you can use a watercolor pencil, and you can use a gelato, any water-soluble crayon. You can interchange these for what I'm doing. It doesn't matter. Okay, so I want to go around her and do a little shading. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do it like that. Oh well. I started doing some shading right there. But it's okay. I'm going to do some shading with my pencil, so I'll just blend that in with my purple pencil. I got confused for a second. So we're just stabilizing her really quick, or you can use a watercolor pencil and do the same thing. And then wet your finger and get some shading in here. I just use my spit. You do as you want. You can use a baby white. But my spit's available. I know some of you I just made sick. You're like, okay, that was just gross. I have kind of a weird sense of humor. Okay, so I just want to see a little bit heavier shading right over here on this side. There we go. A little heavier right there. Okay, so that looks good there. So I'm loving her. Let me see what you guys are seeing. Okay, and so then we need to, I want to take this here and just go around the edges. I'm just going to go around the edges on this page. I'll do the other page off camera because I want to get to the writing of my message, and that's going to take a minute because we have about 10 more minutes on this video and I want to finish everything up. So I would take this watercolor, this is Jane Davenport. She makes them look like lipsticks. They're so cool. This water-soluble crayon. And I could have done this with the Stabilo too. But I like the ease of doing it with that big old crayon. It's so much faster. And you can cover more ground quicker. So that's why I do it. Also, what'll work with this is a oil pastel. And then you don't need to wet your finger. You don't need to use your spit or a baby wipe. Wet your finger with a baby wipe. Either one. You just use, the heat of your finger, of course, because it's an oil. Okay, loving how this is coming out. Now, the next thing I want to do is this is something else I learned from her, and I need the right pen. I'll be right back, you guys. think the pen is in my office. Just a second. Okay, you guys, I'm right back. Oh, I got all kinds of stuff falling everywhere. Okay. Again, from this girl name, I learned about this writing, which is really simple, and it makes it look really funky, which I've always liked this type of writing, and I wanted to learn it. And but after she did, I was like, okay, this is easy, so you guys get ready. It's super easy. You can learn it right now too. All right, so the message I want to write here at the top, and I just want to write Gypsy Spirit. So let me make sure that you guys can see. Let me come in a little closer. Okay. I'm just looking to see how I want to, okay, here we go. So you first just write whatever you want to write, and then we're going to go back over all this, and this is when we're going to make it funky. Give yourself a little space. Okay. Okay, so now you go back over it. You see what you guys are seeing. So then you go back over it and you make everything a lot thicker. Like here, we're going to make this a lot thicker. And we're going to make this thicker here. And then here at the bottom, we're just going to do like a little V at the bottom. And then for this, you're going to make this thicker here. So you're making them into block letters now by just going over it with a you know, a black ink pen marker. Okay, and then we're going to throw a little V there and a little V there. Here I'm just gonna put a little thing there, like just a little, you know, swoosh. Here we're going to put a V at the bottom, and we're going to thicken it up right there. And then we're going to, again, thicken up this whole thing here. So you're trying to make it into like a block letter. That's why how thick you're going to make it. And then we're going to do a V there and a V here. So it's just the same thing. When I seen her do it like this, I was like, okay, that's pretty darn easy. And it makes it look real funky. Let me see my time situation here. Okay, we're good. Okay, so again, do the V there and the V on the end there. Okay, on this P, I'm going to make it really thick there and then put a V there. I'm going to put a little swoosh here. And then S-P-I-R-I. So this is an I right here, but it's, okay, let me just thicken it up. It's hard to see because there's a money sign there, but we did our best. Okay, so let's put a little swoosh here, really thicken up this R, put our V's at the bottom. Okay, and then this is that I did right here that you can barely see because it got kind of messed up with a I think it was a money sign that I had done. There we go. And then let's thicken up this T again. And everything's kind of funky and off, so it's fine that happened. Nothing has to be perfect. So Gypsy Spirit. I absolutely love this. There we go. And then I don't have time to do it all right now, but you can take a white paint pen and you can take a white paint pen and just kind of highlight like one side of your work like this. And just do the one side. And just give it some shading like that, which I think looks really cool. Oh, this paint pen's not wanting to work. Hopefully I didn't ruin the paint pen by going over it too quickly. Yeah, I might need to let this dry, but you guys get the point. So I'm just going on that one side. Just to give a little highlight on that one side. But I think that looks really cool. It looks really, really funky. Let me come in a little closer so you guys can see that. So it's just an easy, fun, funky way of writing. And when I seen her do it, I was like, oh, that's not hard. So you thicken up the letters and then you put little V's at the end and it gives you that funky look. And don't worry about everything being perfect. The more funky, the better. I like it. And you know what? This is the first time I've actually done the highlighting. So I was just looking at that. And actually stay out of the black. Just stay on the side is what you need to do. Now I see. Stay on the side. Not, don't go into the black because then you start losing your shape. I just noticed that. So like this S right here, just go on the outside. I saw Name do it. I hadn't done the white on the outside yet. So just, yeah, you stick on the outside of it. You don't go into the black. And then that way, that's it. And then that way, you don't ruin your letters. And also let your, because I can see it's pulling up, let your ink dry. That's why my pens aren't working that good, and I hope I didn't ruin my damn pens. All right, let me stop messing with my paint pens. Hopefully I didn't ruin them. Let your ink dry. But let's go through it. Go through this close up real quick before the video cuts out on us. Okay, so here we go. So there's that Gypsy Spirit. Okay. And I'll finish, like I said, lining everything once it dries. I'll go back over it and line it up again. And there's my girl in the cool background. Here's the other side with that scribbly writing, which went around, which I think just turned out really cool. And there we go. And there's the background. Oh, and I didn't show you guys this. See this right here? I added this in yesterday with that one technique, the ghosting technique. I added this purple in here because I was like, it needs some, or I added this magenta color. It needed some magenta and it turned kind of purplish, which is cool, but it needed some more color. So I threw that in there. So I did the ghosting here and then I threw a little magenta right here just because it needed it. Okay, you guys, I hope you guys have been inspired. I hope I showed you guys some new fun, easy things to do. There's so many things I learned from Name Bailey, and I will leave her link below. You guys go check her out. And I think that's it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you can give this video a thumbs up, that'd be great. Any comments or questions, leave them below. Come visit me on Instagram and Facebook. Come join our group. It's called Our Magical Little Place. Did my thing just go off? Okay, come. My camera's about to turn off. So anyway, you guys, come join us on Facebook in our magical little place, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.